Hello students, hope you all are fine. Last week we have started with the chapter Conservation of Gas, Electricity and Water, in which we have covered conservation tips to save LPG and electricity. Today we will be doing conservation of water. Water is indispensable for life. An adequate supply of water is always on mind whenever we are selecting the place to live in. It helps in the maintenance of the body. Apart from the human consumption, it is required for domestic and community purposes like cooking, washing, maintenance of parks and gardens, washing of drains, irrigation, recreation purposes like fishing, swimming, etc. Water is a primary source of power. We use water as a source of energy in hydroelectric power plants. It is a conveyor of human and industrial waste. Whenever there is a fire, we need water to stop it. Urbanization is dependent on availability of drinking water in that area. Government of that area assume the responsibility for providing potable water for people living in there, but those who are living in rural areas get water from individually developed sources like wells, rivers, etc. Whatever be the source of water, two main points of consideration are the quality and the quantity of water. The quantity of water available should be determined by the size of the population and the wastage of water by the users. The important factors in supply of water to the community are availability of pure water to the community and the wastage of water should be prevented. Now we will discuss causes of wastage of water. Overuse and wastage. We use at least 3 times of water than we actually required. Besides, we waste a lot of water by uncontrolled usage and ignoring the repair work of water. Next one is leakage of pipes and defective fittings which leads to wastage of water. Faulty drains, services and pipes. When we are storing the water in a defective way, it leads to wastage of water. When we allow water to run when not required, it ultimately wastes our water. So, in order to prevent wastage, water meters are used in towns and cities. Now, we will discuss sources of water. We get water from rainwater or snow water, surface water like rivers, lakes, streams, canals, ponds, etc. As rainwater flows down the hills in the form of small streams which join together to form rivers and lakes. This is very important natural source of water for living beings. Next one is groundwater or subsoil water, wells and springs. Some of the rainwater percolates down the earth until it reaches the hard surface. There it collects to form a large underground water reservoir. Such water is obtained by digging wells and it is called subsoil water or groundwater. Seawater, being saline, cannot be used as such either for industries or domestic consumptions. So these are the sources of water. Next is water conservation. Because of rising population, growing industrialization and expanding agriculture, all these factors lead to increase in demand of water. Efforts have been made to collect water by building dams, reservoirs and digging wells. Water conservation has become the need of the day and we all have to do our bit to save water. The idea of groundwater recharging by harvesting rainwater is gaining importance these days in many cities. Water conservation in ancient India. About 5000 years ago, the Indus Valley civilization had one of the most sophisticated urban water supply and sewage system in the world, which runs around the banks of the river Indus and other parts of western and northern India. And people who were living there are well acquainted with hygiene. One of the oldest water harvesting system is found about 130 km from Pune along Nane Ghat in Western Ghats. Houses in parts of western Rajasthan were built so that each have rooftop water harvesting system. Underground baked earthen pipes and tunnels to maintain flow of water and its transportation are still functional in Burhanpur, that's in Madhya Pradesh, Golconda and Bijapur, that's in Karnataka, and Aurangabad in Maharashtra. So, these are water conservation techniques used in ancient India. Now, steps to conserve water. The most important step in the direction of finding solutions to the problems of water and environmental conservation is to change people mindset, attitudes, and habits, which is applicable to each one of us. We can follow some of the simple things that helps to save water. First one is try to do one thing each day that will result in saving water. Don't worry if savings are small or minimal because every drop counts. You can make a difference by saving each day. Next one is remember to use only that much amount of water that you actually need. This helps to save the water. Form a group of water conscious people and encourage your friends and neighbors to be a part of this group. Promote water conservation in the community through newsletters and through bulletin boards. Encourage your family to keep looking for new ways to conserve water in and around your home. So you can set an example for other people to save water. Make sure your home is leak free. Many homes have leaking pipes that go unnoticed. Do not leave the tap running while you are brushing your teeth or applying soap to your face. See that there are no leaks in the toilet tank. You can check this by adding color to the tank. If there is a leak, color will appear in the toilet seat within 30 minutes. While washing the car, use water from the bucket, not from pipes. Do not throw away the water that has been used for washing vegetables, rice, or dals. Instead of it, use it to water the plants. And last but not the least, make a habit to store water. A simple method is to place a drum on a raised platform directly under the rainwater collection source. You can even collect the water in a bucket during the rainy season. So, these are some conservation tips to save water. So, students, today we have done sources of water and some conservation tips used in ancient times and nowadays to save water. We will be continuing with this chapter in the next class. Thank you.